have completed. I waited 7 days, and you can see this one kind of has a sheen to it, like a glow. And then these two are going to be my test ones. You can see I was attempting the glow on this one, and I'm just not a fan. So these are going to be my testing ones, but these are for sale. And we are going to try and use this Earth Safe Finishes, the candle crate sealer. This is brand new, okay? I'm really excited to try this. This is specifically for this. It's non-toxic, and I'm really excited. So let's get started so I can show you what this looks like. Somebody said not to shake it, but Rita got a hold of it and she kept dropping it, and I kind of just move it around, and it says mix well. She's crying now because she wants to do this with me. Okay, so it says mix thoroughly before each use, and I did shake it a bit. I didn't take the cover off. I think it just did that because Rita was like jumping around. You can see this is a lot thicker. I did see somebody use something to, and it does, like if you get it on your fingers, I know they say it's like okay if you get it on your fingers. Let me get a stirrer. So I don't want to use wood in here. I'm going to use kind of like this plastic instead. It's pretty thick. I mean, like really, really thick. So let's see. All right. Let's see here. I kind of want to pour it like in something else because I don't want to double dip. All right, it's okay. All right, here we go. So I'm gonna do 2 coats on this, and I've only ever done 2 coats. I see people do about 3 or 4 coats. I don't know if that's overdoing it. I kind of like just doing the 2 coats. I feel like it really does seal the vessel in, and I have made over 100 candles and I haven't had any problems with any of the other sealers. However, I have heard that people have had problems with it turning yellow, and that did happen to me 1 time. So I've only had to throw out 1 candle because I noticed it was yellow, which I couldn't tell you for the life of me why that happened. So I'm really excited to try this and see what happens. And usually what I do is I first just seal the inside. I know you can probably seal the outside, but I like to wait and give this a chance to finish first. And so far so good. I really don't notice a difference other than that it's thicker than the other one. So I am excited to see how this will turn out. And so I probably won't stay all the time on the camera sealing all these because I really don't have a lot to say about this. I'm really new at this one because it's brand new. The other sealer I am more familiar with, and usually I wait 3 to 5 days before I even pour a candle, and I wait 7 to 8 days before I seal these vessels up to make sure they're nice and dry and ready for the candles. So I'm guessing that it may turn yellow if your items are not as dry. So what I would do is make sure that you are drying your cement vessels in a well ventilated area. I use my I have some what do you call that, shelves, and they are kind of like right by the AC unit that blows in our living room. And so sometimes I just put them there. And you can see I'm not putting like a very thick coating on this. I'm really just trying to make sure that all of it is sealed, more importantly. And then I'll do this again in maybe 3 to 4 hours. Sometimes if I totally forget, I'll just do it the next day, which is not a big deal. But I'm excited to pour these. I am excited to see and test how this is gonna work out for my family and friends and customers. I just had a large order from the church for glass vessels, and so that was interesting. And so I've been testing to see how that works, but I pretty much have my wicks for this vessel and my scents that I'm focusing on 5 scents, and I really kind of just love testing these vessels. I tested these for about 1.5 years, just trying to get my scents and everything. Just have a few more to go. The thickness of it, I like to seal the bottom a little bit, probably thicker, and then I'll do one more dab. This is what I'm doing with this one, and you can see everyone seals their vessels different. Maybe you go up. I do kind of like a little bit of the same. And my children are running around. Rita loves Over the Moon, so she's listening to her music. And of course, these are my test vessels. These ones, remember, it has a little bit of red. And so when I test these, I'm excited because I really like to test new scents, and I ordered some new scents from Black Tie Barn, which I'm waiting for. He hasn't sent me anything yet, and it's been 6 days, but patience is key, right? So once I finish this up, I will wait the 3 hours, and then I will come back and seal these vessels one more time, and we'll see how it turns out. I'm really excited to pour. It does have a little bit of a smell, a little bit stronger than the other one. I love this vessel so much. I did a sheen on these, like a mica glow, and I absolutely love it. If you're wondering how I do that, I'll make a video on it. Just make a video on mica and I'll do it. I'll bring my camera out to my garage when I'm making these. I love this. Okay. It goes on smooth. I'm not seeing any streaks. The real test is on the outside for me, because a couple of times my vessels have come out pretty streaky, and that doesn't really look professional, and that kind of kills the vibe that I want, because I want these to be smooth, and if they're not smooth, then I've basically wasted my time. I thought about not sealing them, but so many people, if they touch them, then, you know, I hope you guys could see most of this on camera. So now that these are all sealed on the inside, we'll wait the 3 hours and I will come back. Okay, so I just did a second coat on these. I will say that when I turned off the camera, I sealed this one. And I don't know if you can see, but it still feels rough when you put it on. And I'll wait the 3 or 4 days. I'll show you. This is a shiny one with it on, the sealer. And then here's one without. And I don't know if you can see, but this one's actually really smooth. I will say though that I did this and you can see it's messed up. The paint, the mica, kind of prevented my sticker from going on. So if you're using mica, just know that that may happen. It happened to all 3 of my vessels. It looks horrible. So I guess these will be testers. I was really looking forward to having 3 of those because they're all kind of like that shiny vibe. This was going to be a tester because it messed up, but I just don't like the way that it feels. I'll give it the 3 days and I'll let you know, but right now it's a big no. I would not use this to seal my vessel. We'll see in 3 days. And then I sealed the inside of these for the second coat. I really like how these turned out. You can see the Verse&Flame sticker adhered well because I didn't. Yeah, that's one thing. If you are doing any stickers, vinyl stickers, DTF on your vessels, do not seal and then put them. You're gonna have to put these first and then seal if that's what you want to do, because it will take off the seal. So these 3 are done, and here I have one shiny one left, and I didn't seal the outside, I did seal the inside. So all of these have been sealed with a second coat using the Candle CRETE sealer. Again, I do not like how it feels on the outside. It still has that rough texture, just like the other ones. So I'll come back in 3 days and let you know how it goes. Good morning. Okay, I am probably on about day 4. So I want to see, you know, they have a rough texture on the inside. My outside is still very smooth. Remember, these ones I did not place a coating on the outside because I really do think when a customer picks up your candle, that feeling is just and here's another thing. When I place my candles down, you can see I've put little rubber feet. That's an added bonus. That's like, wow, it's smooth and it goes down gently. Now, remember, I'm not selling this one. No, I didn't do this one. These are not to be sold. Okay, here we go. So I did put a sealer on the outside of this, and it's not as smooth. It's smoother than the old one. However, it has just a little rough texture compared, let me see here. Like, this is really smooth, and I mean, it's smooth, but it definitely feels softly gritty, I guess you could say. This is the inside. It's coated. I don't know if it leaves kind of like streaks, because this was a bad example because this one was kind of, it had that sheen on it, but I really didn't want to risk my 3 good vessels, which are right here. These are just a lot softer, and this has a rougher texture. So on a scale to 1 to 10, I'll say that it has, okay, this is like a 10, it's beautiful, and this one is like, I don't know, the roughness or texture would probably be about a 7 or 8. It's just a little bit rougher, but this one is super smooth. And I think when a customer kind of picks up a candle, it's not horrible, but I will say that it has like a feeling that it is coated, compared to if you pick up this one, it just feels really smooth. Yeah, so that's my kind of take on it. I'm going to test that candle and then fill it up and show you guys. But I just feel like overall, the inside is just really what's important. And yeah, it's like an 8 maybe roughness compared to the 10 smooth. So I would say like the quality goes down to an 8 versus a 10. And I'm not sure if there's something else out there that kind of gives it like a really smooth texture, but I will say that it's not like streaky, it's not like thick, and there's no like you couldn't tell. The only thing would be as if somebody felt it. But remember, if nobody's ever felt your smooth candle, they're just not gonna know, especially if you're kind of do all this. So it's not horrible. Let's do a candle. We'll test the inside. We'll see if it turns yellow. None of my vessels turned yellow on the inside. You can see they're not yellow at all. They're still the same color. So let's add some wax. I know that's a huge thing for you guys, that you added the cement all inside and it turned yellow. It's never done that for me. Only one time. I couldn't tell you why it happened, but I know that it has happened. So let's fill this up. We'll test it and I'll let you know. I'm guessing the reason why everybody's vessels are turning yellow, you really have to make sure that your cement vessels are dried for the full 7 to 10 days. And keep them in a well-ventilated area. Make sure there's no humidity around them. Keep them on shelves so that they're getting airflow constantly, especially if you have your AC running. It's really great to make sure your vessels are completely dry. Then when you seal them, seal the first time, wait 3 to 5 hours, and then seal your second coat. If you're doing 3 to 5 coats, in between each of those, do 3 to 5 hours of waiting and then seal again. So I have found that this method works for me, and I have not had any problems with my concrete vessels turning yellow, especially while the candle was burning. Also, I have a theory, and I could be wrong, but those of you that are using wooden spoons to mix your cement all, it could contaminate it, just depending on the type of wood that you're using, whether that wood is sealed or not, what was previously in that used for. So just be careful. Sometimes using maybe just a plastic spoon to stir it. I gently shake mine and I've never had a problem. So I hope this video helped you. Take care, guys. God bless. I will see you soon in the next video. The next video that's coming out is a black tie barn fragrance review oil. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I was waiting and waiting and it finally came. I was patient. I didn't ask questions, but when I got the answer, those of you that are Black Tie Barn followers, you're probably like, where is my oils? So he had some hiccups. It's okay. I'm not mad. I'm ready to do a review and test these scents. So today we are testing, I did Dulceria's, let's see here. They have a honey roasted pumpkin and chai, and I will say that it smells divine. It's like my whole house smells like roasted pumpkin and chai. It just smells really good. So I'm going to test this. I'll let you guys know if it turned yellow.